You might be on mute, 100. I think you on mute, 100. Can you guys hear me at least?
Back, man. I actually looped the shit on accident. My bad.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
I bet I actually was looping the shit. See, y'all saw the full intro twice. Hey, everybody else looped they shit.
Oh. Drunk bastard.
Nigga, no, I ain't drunk, nigga. Man, I'm over here eating, man. I'm fucking that motherfucker. You know what? This is Xbox Day One podcast hosted by Flip Money and Live Wire tonight.
Let's say Flip ain't here yet.
He wasn't here. He coming back.
He was.
Oh, okay.
Another joint. So this is y'all show. Y'all can say all y'all intros, whatever. This is y'all show tonight. So let's go. While you over there warming something up to eat, you little tall bastard.
Hey, I ain't eating nothing yet.
You over there warming up shit. I heard the microwave.
Yeah, I said I'm warming up shit to you. I ain't eating nothing yet.
So it's y'all show. Where your compadre at?
All right, so we can't jump on the main topic till Flips get his slow ass in here. So.
But you the host tonight, remember?
All right, so yeah, so what we could do is we could talk about what came out, like what they showed this week. So we got a glimpse into God of War. Everybody was waiting for that glorious gameplay that was supposed to be about 4 minutes. Came out to about, I don't know, what you think, Zink? Maybe 30 seconds?
Damn,
30
man.
seconds of gameplay.
I missed it. What should I missed it?
Yeah, like Kratos, he hit a frog and then he threw some chains at him, and then they were like, "See you in September." It was like, what? It was like the next gameplay come out on the 6th, which is what is? What's the 6th? That's Tuesday. So I guess it's coming. You gotta wait till Tuesday to get some more gameplay.
Okay.
But
is this gameplay gonna be at 1440p?
It might. I mean, maybe it's 1800p. Maybe. But
is it gonna be at 30 frames per second?
Oh man, you're asking a lot.
Okay.
I know. I'm pretty sure they'll have a 30 per second mode because people on PlayStation like that. So they got to keep it because they like that filmic, for the cinematics.
Well, hey, I had to ask because some YouTubers say that they could only play things 60 frames per second or better. They can't go back to 30 frames this gen. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh well, I don't know them, but I know that it looks good. When I looked at it, I was like, you know what? It looks like the difference between God of War 5, Gears of War 5 and Gears of War DLC. And apparently, motherfuckers got mad at me about that shit. Like, I said something bad. Like, bitch, Gears of War DLC looks amazing.
Yeah, and the God of War will not look as good as that. No chance. There's absolutely no way. No way.
I mean, what I will say is they did have new gameplay mechanics in there.
Like what? Oh, he could jump now?
He could jump. He could jump-ish. Like he can't just jump just cause, but like
Because you pushed the button.
yeah, like all right. So what it looks like they did was, you remember where you have to. No, but remember before, what you have to do is walk up to the thing. You got to press the button, and then the kid jumps on your back, and you climb up and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now he could either run up to there and jump. Like when he comes up to that, he could jump up it. Think Rise Son of Rome. Remember in Rise, instead of, you just get to a certain part and it'll allow you to jump there where there's a gap or something. It's like that. Or
so you just can't jump kick somebody or jump on your own.
No. But where there's potential for him to jump, they kind of give him the leeway to do so. Or he has the chains where he could like kind of like grapple himself up. He just shoots the chains at some part in wherever, and then he'll pull himself up. So you got that. Okay. So it's looking good though. I mean, it's not like it looks worse than the first game. So it just might be more of the same. I look at it.
You think David Jaffe gonna get his ass whooped because it looked like DLC or what?
I mean, it is what it is,
Okay.
It is what it is. But what I will say this is, this will be the same feeling for people that played Gears of War and they feel like I'm not enthused about playing Gears of War like I used to be because it just plays more like Gears of War. Like those same people are, those that weren't super enthused about playing God of War, they're not going to be more enthused about playing God of War because it's still going to feel like the previous God of War. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's going to be this, oh my God, this feels so much different. No, it's still God of War.
Sleepy Goblin said, Kratos skips leg day, so no jump.
Oh, he's doing all arms. Yeah. Doing a whole lot of climbing.
Oh shit!
All right, so what's
I saw about the little meter.
What meter?
It was impressed about the new meter. Like you got more strength and shit or something. You got more. You can take more hits and shit.
I ain't know about that.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that shit on Twitter. That's the only thing I know about because I don't go to Ponyville.
They got bitch slap meter. They got that in Saints Row too. You can slap a motherfucker up 100 times. I put that what's it called up on there. That shit is actually the funniest shit ever though. Like in Saints Row, where you like knee a dude in the groin and grab the side of his head, start slapping the shit out of him. Every time I see that, I'll be like, that's a motherfucking dude. Like he's slapping the shit out of a pony right there. He's like, shut that bullshit up. Shut it up. He was like, 1440p is the new 4K. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass.
Yeah. No shit, right? That powerful ass PlayStation. It should be able to do 4K though because of that SSD. I mean, we heard all of this shit about the SSD and how strong it was and what it was going to do. Look like it ain't doing shit.
I mean, it depends on how you determine the word SSD.
Uh-oh.
I mean, so you gotta be careful on how you say that with that SSD. Last time I checked, that means sucker Sony dick. So that means that super fast SSD can suck a Sony dick real fast. You sucking their dick so fast, you don't realize that they robbing you for your cash. That's what that means.
Mm-hmm. And everything is just okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. It's just so smart.
I'll tell you one thing. The longer that we've had these consoles out, the slower that SSD's been getting. God damn, man. You see what happened to Last of Us, the remaster, whatever?
Yeah, the remaster of a remake of a remake. Yeah.
That shit got slow. How that shit go from 12 minutes on loading on PlayStation 4 to 15 on PS5? That shit crazy.
It's amazing. But the PlayStation is so powerful and they changed the game so much. They didn't do shit. And I heard Digital Foundry say that that remake is better than the Halo Anniversary remake. No damn chance. Ain't no damn way. They put two
Hang on,
engines.
Zink. What you just say again? Cause I ain't hear this shit.
Man, I can't hear
Yeah,
I've
this
been
say it
on
shit.
again.
shit. Say
Did
that
Say it
y'all
shit
see
again.
again.
the
No, who say that shit?
Digital Foundry, the Gap Tooth dude, John, he brought on this dude I never saw before because he loves The Last of Us. And he actually compared Halo Anniversary and said the
Mm-hmm.
Halo Anniversary that all they did was a graphical upgrade and The Last of Us was better. And he also then John said, yeah, Gears had a upgrade too, a Gears Ultimate, and it was just a graphical upgrade. He didn't say a damn thing about the entire new act that they put on Gears Ultimate, that in an act consists of 4 stages. That was from the PC version. They didn't say shit about that.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, that Sony
But you
money.
know, but Digital Foundry don't
Fuck
surprise
digital
us.
company.
We know they full of shit. So
Xbox
so
448 made that shit up. I'll give credit where credit is due.
Um,
But fuck,
in Digital Foundry's defense, they don't beat games. So, and that's close to the end of the game. So you know they
I
ain't
don't
get
even think
that far.
I don't think they play
So
games.
there's no way for them to even know that's in the game if they don't beat games. I'm just saying. All right, continue.
yeah, well, you know, they could. John said he claimed that he beat the game, but you know, I know that they full of shit. You know, so you know, we never like Digital Foundry. You know, they think nobody can detect the 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 bias in their verbiage. They think everybody is stupid. Like no,
The
it's like
bullshit,
Jason.
huh?
Exactly. Like I was getting into it on PTK Blam show with some of the guys in the chat, and it's like the one of the reasons for all of this Halo hate is our journalists, journalists that can't beat the Cuphead tutorial. That's over here saying,
Oh
"Oh,
shit.
Jason Schreier, Um, Halo Infinite, they cut out a lot of material. Everybody went with that shit like that's something new. Halo cut out a lot of material in Halo CE. They cut out a lot of material in Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, ODST, Halo Reach. They cut out shit in every game, as they all do. That shit ain't nothing new. And I had to tell this one cat, I said, hey dude, I know too much about this. I'm like, this is not my first time hearing about this stuff. You know, but they just listen to journalists too damn much and they take it as gospel, like they know what the fuck they talking about. Like one of the guys said on the show today that um halo halo didn't have the budget. Halo has an infinite budget. They don't have a budget. Then he said that they started off with the Unreal Engine. They never used the Unreal Engine. Not one day in their motherfucking life did they use the Unreal Engine. And all of these jokers know, and even Ryan McCaffrey's stupid ass had Bonnie Ross on, and Bonnie Ross said almost over 3 years ago now, almost 4 years to now, she said we could have released Halo Infinite now, but we wanted to put it on the Slip Space engine. Okay. And it's one of those things where do you want to be able to just do this, or do you want to be able to have the possibility of doing this? Okay. And the only thing that happened is they lost production time due to COVID. And now everybody is seeing out of all of the games that all of us have been waiting on, now all of these games dropping like flies. And here this game released a single player and a multiplayer when nobody else was releasing shit. And I continue to ask this question to these people that are jumping off the bridge talking about how ain't shit 343 is. I ask them, what is God of War's problem? They have one fucking mode, just one mode. No campaign co-op, no couch co-op, no multiplayer, no fucking ass forge mode. They don't have shit, just one single player mode where they jump for you. Could someone tell me why that bullshit is delayed for 2 years? I don't even want to call God of War bullshit because I even like the damn story. I just don't like the gameplay. And I always compared the gameplay to Ninja Gaiden because they were kind of the same coming up. So, as rivals. And it could never equal the gameplay of Ninja Gaiden. And for people that hear this in the chat or people that hear this later, play Ninja Gaiden. Not that Sony Sigma shit, but Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden 2, and Ninja Gaiden what is it? The one that made it easy. Ninja Gaiden Black. One of those, any of those three games. God of War's gameplay can't touch that. And then they don't take the control out of your hand like God of War does so you can jump. But I ask people, why is God of War delayed and they have one damn mode? And here, you want all of this shit from Halo. This game has been scrutinized. It's held to the highest standard I've ever seen in gaming history since Pong. No game has been held to this high of a standard. And then people want to say, "Oh, but it's God of War." What about Gran Turismo? Gran Turismo is Sony's only billion-dollar franchise that's floundering.
Past tense. Past tense, other thing. Let me correct you. Past tense. It was their billion-dollar franchise.
Right.
It had to continue on to sell and to make money for it to continue on being a billion-dollar franchise. That shit flopped.
And Flip, they desperate because they charging you $285 for a fucking car. Dude, one of the guys in the chat said that today. I said, dude, I thought it was 200 was their highest car. And so they have all of these outrageous microtransactions, and you bitching at Halo for a $5 keychain that you put on your fucking gun, or a $10 helmet. Everybody else charge. Why can't they charge? I mean, it's just crazy stuff, dude. I can't believe some of the things that I hear. It's ridiculous, man. And it does. Well, it doesn't get frustrating, but I just can't believe how, like 100 says, he don't like to watch a lot of people, but some of these people, they follow these people like what they're saying is right, and they have no basis for. Hey, here's another thing that I thought of when I got off of our show. I was on Unlimited show the other day. I thought about this. It's like everybody swearing down Halo, the Xbox division was dying, right? Everybody thought everybody swearing down. Oh yeah, Phil Spencer saved them. Satya Nadella saved them. Halo didn't. Xbox didn't have a budget. They were going to be sold. All of this shit, right? You mean to tell me nobody could see that Sony is slowly dying? Nobody can see this shit? Are we the only ones that can see this shit? Hey, and Flip, they always swear up and down Xbox ain't got no games. And people claim, well, Microsoft isn't showing games past 12 months. Sony got one game slated for 2023 and it's Spider-Man. Nobody's talking about shit else. Where is everybody at? But every YouTuber, like 100 and I were talking when baby Cody was driving around the house tonight. People don't want to lose their Sony money. So everybody is radio silent. But when 343 drops something that no one uses and no one has today, Sony don't even have a campaign couch co-op game. They don't even have one. But Halo have to have this shit. That dude, shit just not fair, man.
Well, we was in Spaces last night, Flip me say, and it was we was having a debate. It didn't get out of line. It wasn't no fuck you type of shit. But dudes, I told dude who do couch co-op. It's the minority. It ain't the majority. It's the minority that does that. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, right? I got a kid. I I got a bunch of kids. I mean, sometimes my son come here, my cousin comes out here from Vegas. They own all 3 different TVs. We ain't on the
Thank
same.
you, 100.
Shit, we gonna play. We gonna play. Bang bang. I don't want. Why I want to buy a 70-inch screen and cut that shit in half to 35 inches just to play with you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I never liked it. Split screen co-op. That's me. But it's not a deal. It's not a deal killer.
It was a sign of the times. It was something we did 20 years ago. Because that's all we had.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm confused. Lawai, wake your ass up. I'm confused. I understand you saying couch co-op, but am I that old weird though? I don't remember what couch co-op is because the last time I checked,
are.
Because the last time I checked, who the fuck wanted? Why would I want to play couch? Hold on. People are playing this game. People are playing this game online. Why the fuck do I want to play couch co-op with a fucking game with someone that's not at my house? Most people, casual, whatever, that plays any game online, they don't play couch co-op. Take your ass upstairs and go in the other room and do it and play it. Because most people now today, believe it or not, will have another Xbox in a house if they had children or whatever. Mm-hmm. To some people that can afford it or whatever, yeah, but no one is doing that. Kids are sitting at home playing with their other little friend on the damn Xbox Live. Who the fuck is sitting home and playing couch co-op? How the fuck is you doing that? Like, I don't understand. That shit don't make sense to me. Please make that Lawai. I need you to bring out that retarded ass map because I don't understand that shit. That shit, I don't get that. You know what? In a word that I like to use, and I'm gonna say it for myself, and Vodka will contest to this. I cannot fathom that shit. I swear. If I walk in the house and I see somebody playing couch co-op in someone else's house, I'm walking right the fuck out the door.
What y'all 2 niggas sitting on the couch together for?
What the fuck? Nigga, it's hot as hell. And damn sure enough, if you under a fucking fan and you don't got no OC, no, I'm not staying in no house that got that 2 niggas, a bunch of niggas sitting up there on the couch talking about, yo, let me get my turn. Your hand sweating to get the fucking controller. Who the fuck does that? You sitting there itching your hand, sweat like a motherfucker to get to the goddamn controller instead of getting something to drink because your ass is sweaty and hot. I don't want to smell your ass. What the fuck? Who the fuck comes up with that? You think I want to be so for me to be sitting there sweating and itching to get that goddamn controller and shit, I might as well hang out with the nigga with the cold popsicle in his ass. No, I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing that dumbass shit. Fuck a fucking couch co-op. Ain't nobody doing that shit these days. Like I'm walking around with that shit in my ass. Man, hell no. Lawai, do the math for that, because I don't understand this shit.
You talking about that couch co-op?
Yeah, who the fuck sitting home doing that?
People want to play Nintendo, maybe?
Correct. I was gonna say that too. But again, that's that 12 and under crowd that they market to. 12, 10 and under. That's the Nintendo market.
Listen here. Go ahead. I gotta get another drink.
My voice and that wild harmony. I mean, those are the only people I know that I say are really playing couch co-op. For the simple fact that the kids, and typically, I don't know, it's different for everybody, but typically, you're talking about maybe someone that's in a house with siblings and you can't afford multiple consoles, maybe, or you don't have enough places to
to set up.
to set up, and xCloud isn't an option. So I guess couch co-op is what you got. Yeah, but I don't, nowadays that's not really
that shit ain't logical. Like
Nope.
Spock said, that shit ain't logical.
Well, because you're losing
The only
a
game
lot.
I saw you said that Zink earlier. The only game that got couch co-op is Borderlands and another game.
Yep.
I think Forza has couch co-op.
Well, Forza might got it. I don't know. Because I don't play with Forza with nobody. Like I say, we evolved as gamers now. We evolved. We didn't grew up. We got jobs. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have kids. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what they're trying to come from, but I'm like, we live on the interweb now. We don't live. We live in the matrix. Put it that way.
And like you said, we evolved, man. My son and I said this on the E-Rocks podcast. Said my son and I, we literally played campaign co-op. I beat that Halo game literally 100 times campaign co-op with my son. Well, when this Joker was 5, I bought him his own Xbox, drilled a hole through the laundry room ceiling to my bedroom, drilled a hole through to his wall, ran an Ethernet cord up there, and put his Xbox on, and then we played that way. Okay. And once my boys, the guys that I had my Madden League with way back then, they found out what I did. I told them what that I did. So they had 2, 3, and 4 Xboxes in their homes. So we all could play together. We were playing a terrorist hunt on Rainbow Six, 4-player co-op terrorist hunt with my son and my boy's son, but we were all on separate TVs at 2 separate houses, so couch co-op was dead. I said that ended our Madden League because we used to show up at each other's houses, man, 12 deep, with 6 TVs, having a Madden League, right? I mean, staying there to 6 a.m. and stuff like that. When online came out, we disappeared. We didn't even get a chance to see each other's kids grow up because we were always online. That ruined that shit.
Hold on, other thing. But listen, that ain't ruin it. You could have turned on that goddamn little white camera that they had on the 360 and shit, and sit up there, hey, share photos, albums and shit, share pictures. Hey man, okay, the family doing good. All right, nigga, get on Halo.
That's right.
Yeah. No, like I said, I mean, do I still play couch co-op on Madden? Yeah, when I go to the garage and I go sucking them out of $100 because they still playing on the play.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter because the screen stays the same regardless. So
yeah. So I was like, I don't even care. Yeah, so I said I don't. I said y'all, the Halo community, and hey, y'all know. The Halo community and the PlayStation.
I understand why they got. No, I understand. I understand why some people complain. All right, some people are complaining due to the fact that they said they would do it and they didn't, regardless of the fact that they're going to use it or not. You know what I mean? I get that, but the way I look at it is, I'm not going to complain about some shit that I don't care. Really care about. You know what I mean?
My mother told me when I was a little kid she's gonna buy me a Rockin' Sockin' Robot, and then she said, "You want the Rockin' Sockin' Robot, or you want some McDonald's to eat? What you gonna take?"
Yeah, like if an ugly bitch comes in the room and says, "I'm gonna give every nigga in here a blowjob," and then she should be like, at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna give every nigga in here a blowjob, and then at 10 o'clock rolls around and she ain't start sucking off nobody, I'm not sitting there going to be up there protesting because I don't
Well,
give a
I'm
fuck
on.
about
No,
ugly bitch sucking my dick. I just don't
I'm
care.
finna go leave. I'm finna leave. I'm finna leave. I told you the Xbox. I told you the Xbox community. I love them guys to death, and I love the community. But them so much
You know
schizophrenic,
what I think it is,
motherfucking
100.
depressive ass motherfuckers I know. And it's a
It's a,
couple of motherfuckers I decided to unfollow off of YouTube today.
same. I was thinking the same thing. You know what it is,
Oh,
100? It's
Wallow. I like a little bit of your content. You got to unsub, G, because you want to you because your punk ass want to sit here. This is what 3-4. You can't even do it 3-4-3-2. You talk on YouTube. If you wasn't white, you wouldn't have had no subscribers because you're boring.
and dude, everybody, I get back to them wanting to fire Bonnie Ross. You aren't intelligent enough for that chick. She's been making games for over 30 years. Okay? You couldn't handle this chick.
She a
But you
nigga
want
nerd.
her fired. And if it weren't for her telling Microsoft brass, yeah, I know we lost the entire development team to Halo, the biggest game we have, the game that started the Xbox. I get it. But you know what? Don't throw it away. Let me see what I could do. So this chick recruits 70% of Bungie's team over to Microsoft, along with somebody that worked on Halo since 1996 and 97 with Joseph Staten. And that's why your boy Flip don't like me. That's why Rand don't like me, because he said in dealer's chat a long time ago, I was hyping up Frank O'Connor. And he said, Rand said, Frank O'Connor was a community organizer. He didn't write on Halo. I said, Rand,
Yeah, man,
Frank
that
O'Connor,
motherfucker write books.
I said, Frank O'Connor has been writing on Halo since Halo 2. And when Google proved him wrong, then he's been pissed at me ever since. He just run his mouth, dude. He know a few people. He have a couple secrets, but he don't know shit. If he knew something, he wouldn't have been talking all the bullshit he was talking on his last show. One of my boys made me listen to it. And Jez Gordon even had to say the Halo outrage is ridiculous, and he doesn't even like Halo. But he said
You
it's
don't play
just it's
multiplayer. So how you
yeah.
gonna get mad when you don't play multiplayer? I've been in parties with Rand many a
Uh,
times back in the
uh,
day. He said he was like, honey, I don't play no motherfucking Halo. I mean, I play Halo for the campaign. I said I play
Well,
indie games.
the oak. All right, lie. I'm gonna
I
let lie
play
go ahead.
games.
Go ahead, lie.
I the thing with Halo is, I was explaining this to somebody earlier. You got people that are casuals that play Halo for fun, right? Then you got progressives that play for rank, and then you got the sweats that they play for competition. All right. So you got a lot of people that play in between. I mean, or at least on one of those tiers. The people that are probably the most frustrated are the ones that are with the rank, because that's where the biggest issue is. You know, casuals playing just for fun, and the people playing for sweats, they're fine. You know, the only complaints I really hear from people um, that are of higher rank is they're not allowed to play with. They're not easily able to play with their friends that aren't as good in Halo. See what I'm saying? Like, they can play with them, but they'll always put people of the same tier as them in there.
That's called
So instead
matchmaking.
of, yeah, but what I'm
Mhm.
saying is, instead of them being able to dominate, they'll be set up in a match where they're not going to be able to dominate because they put other people of the same abilities up in there, or they have issues where if they can't find a match, they'll separate them. Like, oh, okay, well, we tried to put y'all together, it didn't work because you're like level whatever the fuck, and these dudes are like noobs. So, in order to let y'all all play, one person goes over here and the other two go on the other side. I've seen that happen before.
Hey, check this out. And see, this is why I always say I love the chat, man. I like hanging out in the chat. This nigga Snow Elite said all those people whining about Halo multiplayer should go get a refund. The shit was free.
Oh shit.
He put laugh out loud. The shit was free, and people over here bitching, dude. I mean, that's just a great ass comment. People are bitching, and then I want somebody said just because it's free shouldn't matter, dude. And I always say this, and nobody can ever give an answer. I said, okay, since you hate and to answer Live and Hunter's question on people hating on Halo, it's a bunch of Sony people that are bolstering these YouTubers comment section, and they're piling on, and they never ever play fucking Halo. And you realize that when you single somebody out, you ask them a question, they can't give you an answer because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They just in there hating, blowing up all the numbers. But I ask people this. I say, okay, since you hate Halo and since 343 is destroying Halo, what developer and what game is that developer making that's better than Halo outside of GTA? I'll leave GTA out of this. And then when people say Call of Duty, I say, okay, where's Call of Duty's campaign co-op at? There's no answer. They don't have one. Where's their split screen co-op? They don't have one.
No, they have split screen. They only have split screen for multiplayer.
That's right. Where's their Forge mode at? Is their Forge mode as comprehensive as what Halo does? Ain't no shit like that. There's nothing like it. This game is encompassing every damn thing. And everybody is just, it's like Two Shorts, bitch, make me rich. I mean, they just bitching all damn day.
And go gobble Sony dick. That's what they doing.
Shit's crazy, man. But nobody can give me an answer. No. And you know what? And I don't even play Halo, but I'm not over here talking a lot of shit about it. But when they come out with that firefight, I'll be on because that's my speed now. I ain't shit in multiplayer anymore. It passed me by. I'm no good.
Listen, other thing, free to said Bungie doesn't even have a Forge in Destiny. So y'all want Bungie? Y'all saying 343 is lacking, or the management is being done wrong, or something? But Bungie don't have a Forge, even though that's not even the same Bungie crew. They came to 343, so he got a point.
Hey, Flip. Can I say this?
Go ahead.
The original 343 is not there no more.
No, you mean original Bungie?
They all either Microsoft, or they did their own thing on the side. They left and did their own thing on the side.
Absolutely.
So the original Bungie is not there. The one that made the original Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach and ODST ain't there.
Mm-hmm. The only one that's there is that one leader, and I can't believe I'm forgetting this dude's name. He's real quiet.
Hey, other thing, I'm gonna say this. You do know when you turn on and show the campaign mode of Halo, right? Or the campaign, the multiplayer, so forth and so forth. You do know up on the left-hand side or the TV, it does pop up. And the first thing you do say, it says Halo Championship Tournament.
Yeah. Definitely ain't got no championship.
So the game is doing something. They're doing something, right? Is it not?
Hey, Flip, can I ask you a question real quick, my guy? Can I ask you a question? Because I'm real smart tonight. Who got a championship? Don't Halo got his own championship? Do you hear the gamers, that's the esports gamers that play Halo, bitching and complaining?
No.
Do you hear them? What do you call it? Gears has his own tournament. Forza has his own tournament. So why y'all casual ass Halo want to be following motherfuckers all the fucking flag all the time? Listen, if they're not complaining, you shouldn't even complain about nothing.
Yeah, well, this is what I see with it. I mean, yes, the people have complaints, but at the same time, it's not like you're getting nothing. Like I think one of the biggest things, and me and Flip were talking about this earlier, is how I feel is like they might talk too much about shit when they don't need to. Like they could have one thing they could have lied to motherfuckers. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, but they chose to be honest. They could have named what they given out for the winter update. They could have just called that season 3.
Absolutely.
They could have called it season 3 and it says season 4 is coming in March. But that's not that they could have done that. They chose not to do that. They wanted to keep it as how they plan to have it. And therefore they stayed honest with it. And you know, so it's sometimes because you say shit and you're not able to get it out, and no matter what you want to get it out, you're gonna get beat up for it. It'd be like no difference if, like I was saying earlier with Flip. I was like, it'd be like if I was telling Flip, yo, Flip, we're gonna hang out on Friday. And Flip is like, all right, cool. Thursday come, and I'm like, damn, man, I got some shit to do, you know. And then like in like November, I'll be like, yo, we're gonna hang out on November 5th. And then November 1st come around and be like, you know, I ran into some things versus just saying, yo, Flip, we gotta meet up sometime. Oh yeah. Not giving a definitive date. So then when I can do it, man, it just happens. You know what I mean? And I say that's the difference is like people they're anticipating something and then it gets pulled back. Whereas look, the biggest issue is we don't know why things are the way they are. It's
right, and I agree with you saying too, Live. I agree with you saying, and you know, and it's 50-50. You know, some people don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They say they're too quiet. They give you an update every month. Every month they give you an update of what the fixes are and the different things they've done. But sometimes, just like you were about to say, Live, you know, we're not programmers, but we get the gist of what they do because we listen to it all of the time. But sometimes the way things are configured, they just may not work. And just like some people, like it's just, and people say they have desync errors or something that's not good. If anybody has ever seen this wild ass dude, Mint Blitz, just jump around the screen and headshot people, that's some ridiculous precision. And if you ever put another game and scrutinized it that close to milliseconds, I'll guarantee you Halo would be far better. And the control of Halo is so superior. And then you look at something like Spider-Man and that janky ass shit with horrible ass collision detection. I'm like, nah. But you know what you're talking about, Live, you know, I agree with that. But you know, sometimes you have the right idea and you think it's going to work, but since Halo is open world and that grapple hook you could grapple hook across the game. It's one dude that said he never got into a vehicle. He just ran and grapple hooked all over the fucking game. Okay. So, and I said this before, the Master Chief does Spider-Man better than Spider-Man with that grapple hook, you know? So it's so many ways to play the game that's what I think the problem is, you know. But they do update, and maybe they shouldn't say anything. And like that's what I was gonna say about what you just said, Live.
Yeah,
they should have never. This is what I was gonna say to corroborate your what you're saying. If I were 343, I wouldn't have even told people this is going to be a live service game. I just say, hey, we're going to get you content as soon as possible.
But you know,
and left it at that, and then not said a word because everybody is using live content, live service game as a Destiny, a Fortnite. When people forgot that Fortnite was fucking dead. Epic was dead until PUBG came along. Epic copied and Fortnite blew up. and had one fucking map for a whole year and shit.
Because the difference is PUBG was good concept, messy game. Bugs and glitches all over the place, right? Fortnite was clean game, boring concept.
Yep.
So what they did was they were like, oh, we'll take their concept and throw it in our game. It didn't even take them long to do.
Nope.
You know,
and PUBG wanted to sue them for it, but they couldn't because they didn't patent anything. And the only reason PUBG got better, 343, Turn 10, the Coalition, and Rare helped PUBG.
Yeah.
Everybody was over there trying to help that game get off the ground.
Yeah, and I mean that was and the other thing is, as much as Fortnite got praised, you gotta remember for about almost 2 years we were playing on one fucking map.
And ain't nobody well I can't say that. Like 100 say, gotta keep it 100. I give credit to where credit is due. This one joke on Season Gaming, I think it's the Thai guy. He said that. He was like, Fortnite didn't have anything. They didn't have nothing.
Yeah,
you know.
And the other thing is, I don't know if I want to talk about desync real quick. The desync issue they say it is on Melee, right? Now, I don't know how true that is.
Same.
You know what I mean, because playing Halo, sometimes you think you hit the guy and you miss like that. You know what, Flip? I put this up with 100 complaining, but like they last switch it down, they last switch it.
It's true.
Bro, that's all I hear about it.
Last switching shit. They do be last
but that's what I hear when I hear people talk about the Melee desync. I'm like, bitch, you just missed. Stop crying.
And then live, everybody's internet is different. And then you're on a PC, all of your shit is different. That's why when you playing these tournaments for money and for prizes, your ass is hooked up, your controller is hooked up to a cord to that damn console. Ain't nobody playing with a wireless controller on that shit.
Yeah, like we were just talking about yesterday, talking about you got to get on a wired connection because the difference is noticeable.
It is. My son won't play with shit but that. He said, Dad, I broke my wire. But I bet use your cord to your Elite.
And that's probably why Boone complains about lag switches, though. I
actually have a video where I hit a dude 4 times. I meleeed him 4 times and he did not die.
Hey, 100. But were you using your PlayStation controller? The battery might have went out.
Hell no! That's my man Matty. Hell no.
Yeah, I ain't never hit nobody mad times and not go down. I seen that in Sea of Thieves only.
You gotta do it right, Bone. That time you do that. You gotta do it right. You know what I mean? You do Maddie, you really gotta do it. Hell no! That's how Maddie's out just like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh man.
Yeah, but look, man, it's anytime it comes to Halo, everybody's gonna be chomping at the bit. Man, motherfuckers that don't play Halo making videos. You got cats that do play Halo making videos. Yes, the people that are affected most by what's really going on are the people that are die hard. They basically play Halo and not much else, which is why you hear more outcry than anything else. Because, bro, mostly everybody else, they'll play another game until, they're ready to come back. Even on PlayStation, they got to play other stuff. I mean, right now, they still playing Last of Us for like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th time before they get tired of playing it. But, once they done with that shit, they're going to be back on Call of Duty. Huh?
They ain't playing that shit live. They playing Call of Duty.
I don't know how.
I'm not saying everybody. I'm talking about the people that they swear by they love.
The people that swear by it live, they got that Abby edition that Sony utilized their cheap ass packaging, and it got to them fucked up.
Well, hopefully they didn't get the statue.
Well, all of their shit is fucked up. It's a thing they have online now. Our boy Turboverse TV, he had some shit on there where all of these people are having defective product, and then some motherfuckers are saying it's not Sony's fault. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean it's not their fault?
Where the hell they get it
And
ordered from?
and they ordered it directly from Sony.
Yeah,
And
but see, they're
then
gonna say it ain't Sony's fault. It's gonna be the packaging, the deliveries, packaging,
Well, that's
UPS or whatever.
Hey,
that's
but
Sony's
but
fault for
Sony,
ordering their
no,
shit Panda
but hey,
Panda Express and shit.
I could buy some deodorant from motherfucker. I could buy a 6-pack deodorant from motherfucking Amazon. That motherfucker wrapped like 30 fucking times in a big ass box.
around some bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should be
Damn, you
crazy.
got to do all that, G?
And then
Trying to
people
say
are
that shit don't
surprised.
work.
And then people are surprised. The Sony PS5, that big ass bitch, as Sean said,
Came with
that
egg cartons.
it came in egg carton, dude, with some cheap ass box paper, man. It wasn't even a real box encased in that big ass console.
Hey man, look, they use recycled paper from Nintendo.
They was trying. Hey man, you know what? Other things. They was trying to protect the environment, dog.
That's true.
They said fuck you. They said fuck your console. We trying to protect the environment. This shit about to die anyway. What it matter? We trying to lower our footprint, because I believe all that whole PlayStation shit looked like it was built from recycled materials.
Yeah, dude, it was terrible. That's a
and then
terrible.
they're going up and say the PlayStation 5, oh, it's lighter now. They keep on taking out copper, that liquid metal.
You know what? That sounds like they got a fucking hobo that's over there in their shit. They keep on ripping all their goddamn copper out and shit.
No shit.
They over there trying to sell that shit.
Ain't no holy lie. That's not no hobo. That's a bunch of smokers. They got a bunch of smoker ripping that shit out to sell that copper. That's what it is. They got a bunch of smoker, a bunch of crackheads.
Hey, and think about what you just said, 100. They changed they reduced that Lincoln Navigator radiator in there. They had 3 different fans. So, and now they said they made it lighter again. So the PS5 has probably been remade 4 or 5 times minimum. Okay. And they still raised the price after 2 years. In manufacturing, over the years, your manufacturing costs go down and you pass those savings on to the consumer. They like, no, fuck that. Our consumers are stupid. We're going to lower these manufacturing costs and we're going to raise this price $50 on get this, the laggards, which are the casual consumers, the people that wait for the product to go down in price before they buy that shit because they never buy shit at full price. I'm looking forward to Sony going out of business.
But see, some people don't understand this. Like, I don't know all the countries, but I know Canada already was paying $50 extra. They wasn't paying $500, so they're getting double tax. So they're paying $100 extra. Australia is going to pay, I think, $125 extra.
Oh man, that's crazy. Australia, dude. Those niggas over there, they pay a lot for their shit.
I don't know in the other India. They was blaming it on India. What I was told. Well, India and the price in the where they use that F word. I don't even want to use that motherfucker.
Frank.
You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy.
Huh?
No. I can't think about it right now. I can think about when I ain't thinking about it.
Stop drinking, nigga. Well, go ahead.
But no. I'm drinking a beer. Shut up, G.
Man, me and Loudwire always hit it on the spot.
And Shisno at least said it right, man. It feel like paper, that box that's covering that damn PlayStation.
It does. You know, it does.
And it's the funniest thing to watch people in their unboxing and they rip that box, that cheap ass box, and then you open up that Xbox and it's a presentation, dude. That shit look like you open up a damn Movado watch or some shit. You got this cheap ass packaging.
Yeah, my bad. It's inflation. I'm like inflate. They want to use the word inflation. Like I say, man, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
I ain't getting fucked up. I ain't getting fucked up because it's too hot to drink.
100. I wish I knew who said this because I love to give him credit. whoever invented the term inflation station 5, that shit was funny as hell, dude. That shit, what somebody had that on their show, but they didn't invent that term. They admitted to it. But whoever said inflation station 5 first, they need an award for that shit.
My man TK said, I ain't opened my shit yet.
Yeah, he did. He did. Every time he say that. Yeah, every time he say that shit on his show, man, I look away and I just laugh my ass off.
And y'all
He
gotta
got
check out my
that big
man
ass shit sitting in that box.
My man TK9 did some cold shit. He did the cold shit. He was like, y'all motherfuckers don't want to put this shit on Xbox. DF Duel. That shit was funny. I can't find nobody to play. We went all the way around the world and and couldn't find no players. It's like, what the fuck is going on? But y'all don't want to put it on Xbox. At least there would have been a couple of people there. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TK9, you got to watch that nigga and his crew, boy. They walk around the internet punking people, wanting to fight them in fighting games and shit. Got to stay away from them. Listen to their shoulder, but you don't want to fuck with them fighting.
My man said, I even went to Colombia.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Go back to you, live and flip.
What else you got, live? What you got?
Hey, live, how about damn, I forgot.
Oh,
go ahead, live. What you got?
No, I was just talking about looking at Destiny, you know, because they like to compare Halo to Destiny. Now, I ain't no big Destiny dude, but I do remember that Destiny didn't really start getting its footing until the Taken King. That's when the shit was really getting popping. Because for Destiny 1, people liked it. You know, those that liked it enjoyed it, but it was low on content. So they got the Dark Below. I don't even remember that shit. That shit came out like December. I think that was a raid. Then they had the House of Wolves, which I vaguely remember, but I remember it also being a not having that much content. And then you had the Taken King. Now, Destiny, the original Destiny came out in 2014, right? And the Taken King came out in 2015. So it was a year later that the Taken King, and that's when it first got its real footing, its real decent content. But you also got to remember, they ain't had no campaign. Like, well, it did, but it didn't.
It did, but it didn't. And Joseph Staten, he left 6 months before it launched because they wanted to take too much of the story that he created out. That's why the story was so fucked up and they had you reading all of this shit. But see, one thing about me, I give credit to where credit is due. I beat the original Destiny. Great gameplay. It was good to me. The gameplay was phenomenal, and I expected that, but I stopped playing it after that. And when you had to go through the crucible and go through online fighting in order to progress through the game, I'm like, fuck this, because I'm not any good anymore in online play. I'm not good enough. You have motherfuckers like TK9 and his crew fucking you up and, you know, and talking shit. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. So I stick to my co-op shit, you know. But it's a great playing game. You won't catch me hating on it. But when you hate on Halo, I'll come back and hate on it because that shit don't have no forge mode.
Well, yeah,
it don't do all of the things Halo does.
No, but what I was saying is, like, I remember Destiny had an issue with their engine. This particular engine, which is why they had four total content drops, like the DLC expansion.
You're right, Live. You remember when they had the weaker version on Xbox and Phil Spencer sent those ninjas over to help them? Yeah, go ahead.
So which is why you had like the light, the Dark Below and the House of Wolves, which is like super light, but then you got something more expensive for Taken King and what was the other one? Rise of Irons. So those are, and then after that, in 2000, what, a couple of years later, 2017, that's when you got Destiny 2. So the last DLC came in 2016. So you had one team finishing the DLC while the everybody else was working on to Destiny 2. But they learned the mistakes from Destiny 1, had to rebuild the engine in order to make Destiny 2. Now, do they have to do that with Halo? I don't know if that's what they'll
Live
have to
wires,
do.
that's what they did. That's where the slip space engine came from. And if you think, because they were basically using the same engine, they were
Hmm.
using the same one. And that's when Bonnie Ross said with the interview from 100's favorite Ryan McCaffrey. He interviewed Bonnie Ross at some meeting room at a hotel, and she said we could have released Halo Infinite, but we have a new engine, and we didn't want to release it like that just to get a game out. We wanted to take our time and put it on this new engine. And when people want to talk about, think about it this way, Live. People want to talk about that engine failing. Look at Forge Mode. Look what they have given to the community, and look what the community has done. These niggas are making stages from Rainbow Six, from Minecraft, from all kind of wild ass shit. They
Yeah.
doing some crazy ass shit, and this is, of course, they way better than us. You know, it'll have to be a computer literate joker, that a programmer that like Infinite Forges. If you ever watch this dude, I mean, this shit
Well,
is crazy as
I was
hell.
I was
I
saying
think
the other thing I was saying was man, they running out of talent. What I mean by that is, bro, who's supposed to be helping them make these games? Like, you know, when you have contractors and they can't say but so much, you know what I mean? Because
Let me tell you about that live. Let
if
me
they're
tell you
not
about
full
that.
time, and there's
Don't believe
turnover.
Jason Schreier. All of them use contractors, and
No,
when
no,
it's
no. They do all use contractors.
they all use contractors. And check this out. It's they when they bring contractors in, you already have this code that you want them to work on. It's not like they're inventing something or reinventing something. They're doing what you it's like the what's the name of I wish Vaca was here. He know, well, you guys may know. The people that's making Perfect Dark. What's the name of that studio?
Initiative.
The Initiative. They already laid the blueprint. They brought in the group, and it's exactly like a developer building buildings, and I get my portion, my set of blueprints. The floor people get their set of blueprints. Everybody get their set of blueprints because the building is designed already.
No,
Now we
that's
have
what
to
I was.
put this together, what the architect put forward for all contractors, all subcontractors to build this house. That's what they've done. And 343's team is enormous.
Yeah, no,
That's a
that's what
huge ass team.
that's what I was saying as far as like the contractors, like contractors. All teams use contractors. What I'm talking about is like them getting whole teams, like similar how the coalition got Crystal Dynamics, and then
You mean
sometimes other Xbox teams get coalition every once in a while to help out with certain things, like
right,
they
and
do it, like
certain
they
affinity.
like where they're certain affinity. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like getting contracts, especially if they're individuals and not teams. Like if you're contracting a whole team, it's way more productive than you're contracting
And you know what, Live?
individuals.
Certain Affinity has been working with 343, or well, since before Bungie, because Max Hoberman was an original Bungie guy. Like 100 said earlier, he left Bungie and made his own group called Certain Affinity. So even Bungie used Max Hoberman, and before it turned into 343, and 343 used Max Hoberman's team Certain Affinity, and actually Certain Affinity is the one that came up with that comprehensive or multiplayer in Halo Master Chief Collection that didn't work at first. But all of the bullets were fired at Microsoft and Xbox, and they just took it. But certain affinity created that.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, but I would say the other thing is like, I think one of the things that could be making, slowing the process up is, how they're trying to develop like the pipeline for their content, and how flexible it is, because that's one of the main things. Is like you can add all this stuff,
but this is the first time 343 did everything on their own. Blur, people don't understand. Blur Studio used to do all. Blur Studio used to do all their cutscenes,
cinematics. and Hunter, that's true too.
They
Hunter, but
they understand when they bought what's that Bethesda in them and all that, when they bought the people that made what's that with the girl, crazy girl, I can't think right now because I ain't drunk, Hellblade, when they bought that company that's going to teach 343 how to do their own motion capture.
Well, but Hunter, remember that was a super small ass team. So when they not 343, but Xbox had to give them and hire people, and what they did, they hired a lot of people. That I can't think of the group that did the Halo Wars cinematics.
That was Platinum. I mean, that was what you call it. That was what I just said it. That's who did it.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Blur did all of them.
Yeah, Blur. And one of those teams split up, but they brought all of those jokers in. They brought in several people from that team. And what people are not listening when they say when people go away, 343 is always hiring. They spent the whole damn summer hiring people. You would lose someone, these jokers hire 10, I mean, they were always bringing somebody on. But the thing that messed 343 up is when everybody split up because of the pandemic and you had to work away from the office. They had to really work around to change the dynamic to get back together. And then most of them still aren't back together. That's why when they had that interview right there, something that 100's boys don't have, you never see Jim Ryan anymore. You never see Mark Cerny. You never see these niggas doing nothing. But these jokers are always having some conference. If I were Microsoft, I'd pull a rock star. I wouldn't say shit to nobody. I'd say, fuck all y'all. You get it when we give it to you. I wouldn't give IGN no interviews. I'd stop giving Rand and all of these YouTubers Halo for a month before it comes out. I wouldn't give these motherfuckers nothing. I'd let them have the game when everybody else get the game. And that'll stop a lot of this bullshit talk that they have. Just shut them all the fuck up.
I'm with Zing on that one. You know what? Sometimes it's Microsoft playing too nice. Sometimes don't play.
Yep.
Okay. You heard the old saying, nice guys finish last.
Absolutely.
Microsoft trying to be out there, act the outstanding gentleman. That's why I understood what old boy was saying last night, Bone in Spaces. He, even though he may be a pony, he was saying this like, no, fuck that. Microsoft should use their resources and shit that they have with the government to hurry up this shit and put Sony in a fucking place. Because they need to be. If you don't, they're going to continue on doing that wham shit. They're going to continue on. See, the fucked up thing is this. Hold up, Bo. The fucked up thing is this. Yo, y'all ponies got the big company acting like the ponies. This shit, never heard of this. Never heard of a company acting like they fucking little minion. They the minion, but you acting like the fucking minion. Where they do that
at? Can I say something, Flip?
Go ahead, Bo.
My good brother, Flip. My name's not Jim Ryan, by the fact. I ain't lying, Jim Ryan.
Oh shit.
You winning already. Microsoft is never going to get the praise because it's Microsoft. Because guess what? You had young people back in the day, their parents back in the day when Microsoft had nothing but Windows on their operating systems and all that other stuff. That shit carries. So what you call it? We was talking about Flip. Which I was talking about if what you call it was in charge and shit, he would have been like, fuck y'all. Bomber and them in charge.
No, Donnie.
Yeah,
Diametric. If Don
Donnie
Matrix was
D.
running this shit, we would not have this. I guarantee you that deal would have been sold and kept moving.
Donnie D. But guess what? Donnie D ain't got a job right now. Bomber runs the Clippers.
But Donnie D is a multi-millionaire.
No, I'm not saying
he never needed another job.
He got money. He got money.
No, I never got money. No,
he got more money than your boy Sean Layton that's in that basement 100.
No, Sean Layton. No, Sean Layton is a consultant for Microsoft now.
Oh damn! That's why we fucking up. It's him. Who said he worked? Oh, yeah, that just fucked up my night. This shit,
yo. I thought you knew.
Yeah. What's that? What's before Layton? He worked for Microsoft. The dude with the glasses that was used to run PlayStation. I can't think. Boys.
Adam Fatboy Boys.
Adam.
Oh well, he's a puppet. He's okay.
Yeah, he works for Xbox.
He
flipped people don't win. People don't know. People don't know about that shit.
He does the indies, don't he?
Huh?
He works with the indie team, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave him a little title job. They gave him a real big title job.
Yeah, but he's there. So
he got to work his way on up.
So they always come. You know, Phil said he was good. The story I heard, Phil was a good friend with all of them and offered them a petty job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he slipped them a little. He wanted his kids to eat. Hey, but 100, Phil did get pissed off. And sometimes when you have an acquisition like this, even though nobody can stop this deal from going through, they just can't. Okay, it's over. But you see what Phil did? He really answered the CMA over there in Europe. He answered them violently. And he answered them publicly. And he said, you know what? When this deal is over, I'm putting all this shit on Game Pass. And that's what Sony didn't want to hear in the first place.
I think they're going to go a little further than that. But the other thing, I'm telling you, I got a funny feeling. I feel it in the force up in the air. I sense.
You're right, Flip.
For the pony. I'm dead serious.
You know why?
Great danger for the pony.
You know why, Flip? Let's name a pony. Big Cloud. Okay. He said a couple weeks ago, he said, well, we don't know whenever Microsoft starts making money on Game Pass. About 2 days later, they announced, you know what, we're going to be giving you a better discount on Game Pass. We're going to allow 5 motherfuckers to have Game Pass. Well, 1 + 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. One guy get it. They could share it with 4. So, 5. Yeah. So you got these people. And so that makes the cost less than what it would normally be for 5 people to be on Game Pass. Okay. So they lowered the cost. That was one. Then the second one, Sony opened their mouth again, tried to use their inside people over there in Europe. And Phil said, you know what? Fuck all y'all. We put all the Activision shit on Game Pass. All of it. So everybody could play this shit except for Sony.
Oh, well, that's the scary thing. Like, because that's what PlayStation's nightmare is. See, the fanboys, they don't care. They think, oh, well, all them that's gonna be on PlayStation, so it doesn't matter. Xbox loses, y'all lose, ha ha ha, right? and then PlayStation sitting there like, shut your bitch ass up, shut up. This is the worst thing ever. Be like, why? It's gonna be on PlayStation because PlayStation might not exist,
right? And we're gonna be charging $70 for this shit, and they're getting it for free.
It's not even that. The simple fact is like, you don't know what's the speed of people adopting streaming.
Absolutely.
Like right now, it's not that high. But shit, who knows what it'll be in the next couple of years to the end of the gen? It could be like 80% of the casuals do streaming. And they're going to be playing Call of Duty. But they won't be playing it on PlayStation because they ain't going to have it on streaming on Call of Duty over there.
Live is getting worse because Samsung TVs are about to have an Xbox app.
That's what I'm saying. That too.
That's terrible. It's terrible for Sony. So, and that's what's increasing everything in Japan is because they don't need a console now to have Xbox Live. They don't even need one, and that's a cell phone nation now anyway.
Yeah,
or handheld.
Yeah, because all Microsoft has to do is, obviously they're not going to be able to put it on PlayStation, but if it can't be on your PlayStation and for whatever reason it can't be on your TV, maybe your TV isn't compatible, they got to at least get it on a Roku device or something soon if they're not coming out with their own device, so therefore.
Microsoft secretly gonna put it on a PlayStation TV. They're gonna be like, "What this button do?" That you're gonna pop up, powered by Xbox.
They don't.
What? I mean, this.
What were you gonna say, Hunter?
I don't know. I'm gonna point shot.
Hey man, this shit's no elite. He said he still hopes Sony dies off and become multi-plat. I hope they die too. My boy Ramo always say, man, I cannot wait for the imminent destruction of Sony. Me either. And they could take all of their fucking fans with them. And I don't want BitCloud or Mr. Bad Bit or Persona or Kid Smooth or none of them motherfuckers coming over to Xbox. Just don't play shit. Play your fucking PC.
You know what's funny though? It's always going to be another console that's going to come out of the dust and the ashes of Sony. But about time, they're not going to be powerful. Vodka had toyed with me and said this shit. What if all the PlayStation fans go to Nintendo? I said, well, then Nintendo going to have problems because they're going to put the fire to their feet. They're going to put the fire to their feet. Why?
Yeah, you get Mario Kart every day, every year. Yeah, that's right.
You don't get Mario every year. You don't get motherfucking Donkey Kong.
But
them
that's all you gonna get.
Them motherfucking games. I told people I had a Switch. I ain't got no issues with it. I gave it to a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention I gave it to. Let me ask you this. Y'all know. But guess what? After I beat Zelda Breath of the Wild, I even bought Xenoblade. I beat Xenoblade. I said I ain't got no use to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not playing Mario. If that motherfucking Mario ain't fuck Peach yet, ain't no reason me to play the motherfucker no more. I've been playing Mario.
This is 82.
This dude is retarded.
And then he done say the bitch how many times? Link got a reason. He going back in time and shit. At least he got a motherfucking reason.
Hey, 100. Mario risked his life against Donkey Kong, dude, to try and get that shit.
Hold on. Can you imagine? Think about this. Imagine God of War on PlayStation. Think about it. He trying to fight Loki with a fucking mushroom. Can you imagine that? No. I can see that. That nigga swinging with a fucking mushroom with chains on it, with strawberry chains and shit.
Yeah, but Nintendo really don't like super violent games. Like they got.
Why you think I said a mushroom? God of War gonna be killing people with a mushroom, and blueberry is gonna be the blood.
Yeah, but I tell the nigga, I tell motherfuckers all the time. I'm like, man,
I can't wait for that day. I hope they go to Nintendo.
But
I want them to run to Nintendo. Run into the arm to Nintendo.
It was collecting dust, and then my son stole my first one. I actually gave two away. My son stole my son. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was his anyway. Like baby Cody, take the keys to the car.
Nah,
like this is my shit.
I came to the house. He's talking about, hey pops, I'm going to the house. I said, all right. He said, I just got to kick it for a little while. My mom finna get her hair done. I said, cool, G. I come back home. That motherfucker came up missing. When he
Vodka crazy. Vodka crazy. Vodka's bugging in the chat, bro. Vodka's bugging. Talking about inside of funny ass spoken. Like, yo, I'm telling you. I see that shit. Y'all think I'm joking? What other game that Sony had that was exclusive? You're going to see all. You know what? That's a good way for them to bring back on Gran Turismo. This time it won't be a fantasy. It'll be inside Mario Kart. Mario Gran Turismo Kart. I'm telling you, I see that shit. I think I'm joking. Hold on.
These niggas in the chat are crazy as fuck, boy.
Listen. Yo, I'm telling y'all,
Sleepy
y'all gonna
Goblin
get y'all.
said Peach keeps sneaking off.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
That motherfucker can't even get laid.
Hey,
My
Sleepy
man.
Goblin.
Hey, my man got
Sleepy Goblin. We need you in the party tonight. We need you in the party tonight. We need you in the party. We're gonna throw a celebration on that one.
You might as well get that asshole Shisno Elite too. He ain't no better. These jokers are tripping.
That motherfucker half retarded. I don't even know if I can take him to the party. God damn. Truly, motherfucker. Yeah, listen. Our party is fucked up.
Other than bed now.
Y'all need to come to the party. Y'all need Elite. Stop playing. Come to the party.
Y'all ain't got to be scared. Man.
Shit, Hell Hydrant was in the party last week.
Well,
Came in with us.
I'm up tonight. They told me
he know his shit. I give him that. I give him that. Hell Hydrant know his shit.
They called me. I couldn't drink.
Know his shit. He's not no dumb ass dude. He's not no young boy. He know his
put
shit.
me on water and Gatorade all day in the IV. I'm drinking right now.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that day. I do have a funny feeling that if Sony don't stop trying and they just keep going under the water current because they can't swim, I think they need to just bail out, go in that submarine, try to make it to that submarine, go up to the moon, chill on that moon, come back down all third party game. I'm telling you, don't do what Sony did. You don't want. I mean, not Sony. Sega. Don't go out Sega way. Become third party before it's too late.
No, them motherfuckers, man. No, guess what? They got so many drones.
Third party before it's too late.
They got so many sheep. They got so many sheep.
Listen to me, Bone.
You got the Puerto Rock potty mouth.
Listen to me, Bone.
You got too many.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, Bone. Listen.
If
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying Sony going under. Them niggas ain't gonna help Sony. What the fuck Puerto Rock and the rest of them motherfuckers? Them niggas ain't gonna do shit. What they gonna do?
Hang on. If the big boys change their stance and saying Xbox is doing this, that's when the table's gonna flip. They're not gonna right now. They ain't getting shit because Sony giving them every motherfucking thing. They giving them Bone. They giving dildos to put up their ass.
Listen here, Bone. That's still not paying the bill. They can say all they want, but it's going down, Bone. All they trying to do is prolong the inevitable.
That's it,
man. Y'all know I don't give two fucks about Sony, but I need them still here around to cut on them. I need somebody. I can't. Nintendo guys.
Wait. Hold on, 100. Why? Look, they don't have to be here. Look, these jokers have been bitching about Halo since July 2020. So Sony could be gone. They could be gone, and we could still. Because I'm not gonna stop. I'm always gonna be on these jokers, no matter what. If Sony die tomorrow, I'm still gonna be on their ass.
You know what? Other thing, I'm right there with you because you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, yo, whatever happened to that console that used to live? Sony's going to be a myth. It's going to be a legend.
Don't start taking my shit because that was number one.
Legend of Sony. The Legend of Sony. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, dog. In my back pocket, the Legend of Sony.
What I do?
It really exists.
Hey, Flip, what I do?
By the time, hold on. By the time baby Cody get older, she'll be like, Daddy, did Sony really exist? Yes. No, Dad, stop playing. Like it's gonna be just like I showed. Listen. I showed my daughter. She seen a picture of a food stamp, right? The paper food stamp. I said, when you go to the store and use this for money, she was like, nah, She was like, I'm good. I'm like, yo, but that's food stamp. She was like, what? So she want to ask her mom. She thought I was joking. It was like a myth. She didn't believe it, and that's what Sony will become, a myth. The myth of a console that was shortly lived. You know what I'm saying? How the mighty had fallen.
And that's when I'm gonna start wearing. That's when I'm gonna start wearing my PS5 shirts, and it's gonna have Sony, and it's gonna have the year they started and the year they died. I'm gonna wear that shit every day. I'm gonna make my own shit. Wear that bitch every day.
And we're gonna be like, long live the pony.
I'm gonna have a pony shirt, a Death of Sony shirt. I'm gonna cut the sleeves, go to the gym in that bitch. I'm gonna have a long sleeve pony shirt. I'm gonna have a turtleneck with the death of Sony. So I'm gonna wear it all year round up here, like Unlimited Productions say. I live in an igloo. I'm gonna wear it in my motherfucking igloo. I'm gonna have a knitted hat that say the death of Sony.
Hey, they got too many motherfuckers indoctrinate in the Sony. It's a lot of indoctrinate ass. They cover for Sony.
We know they indoctrinated.
If Sony
that's
died,
not helping them. But that's not helping them.
Well,
that's not helping.
You say if Sony died, what?
If Sony
that
died,
money is still leaking.
They ain't coming to Xbox.
No, they can't come back. You said they couldn't come back. You said that shit.
I said no.
Years ago.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, you said they were.
I'm talking about niggas that I'm talking about motherfuckers that was Xbox people that went over to Sony to try to make a little money. Now they broke.
Straight gone.
Now they broke. Broke was a joke.
Oh, y'all bugging. They saying Sony about to get bought by Google in 2026.
Yep. Matter of fact,
I believe that.
What about Amazon? Amazon got that money. Microsoft, they said they're not competing with Sony. They're competing with Amazon and Google. And if you really want to get fucked up, Tencent can buy their asses for fun.
All I'm saying is Sony is going to be a name that never was, the king that never became king. That's what Sony going to be.
Like
they ain't gonna believe that shit. They're gonna be like food stamp paper. Don't nobody believe a food stamp dollar bill exists. No one believes that.
Why you gonna call them a fossil, my nigga? That's fucked up, G.
I'm saying, dog. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And like Death
Mobile. You know why I'm doing that? You know why I'm saying that? What other than you know why I'm saying that? Because I'm going on with my dark-skinned brother.
It's all right.
And Death Mobile over here saying Sony can't make a good movie other than Spider-Man. It's because it's Spider-Man.
You know what's funny that you said Death Mobile?
No.
Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker with Spider-Man. They still getting fucking Disney help to make that movie.
Yeah, but no, hang on. I ain't turning pony. Don't say I'm turning pony. They make good shows for Apple TV Plus. They make good shows for Paramount.
Yeah, but they ain't no big. But they're not making no. They do, but they're not making no big blockbusters. They're not making no big blockbusters.
They ain't making no. No, they ain't making no big. They can't make no big blockbusters because they got to sit there.
Exactly.
The PlayStation money. Hey, I'm okay. On Tuesday on my way home, I rode by Sony Studios. I'm talking about the.
Why don't you walk in there and slap the taste out Jim Ryan's mouth?
No. This is what I want you to do. No, I got a better one than that. Fuck that. Don't smack nobody because you might get fucked up, and I don't want you to do that. Security. This is what I want you to do. You know you're gonna get fucked up. It ain't no Mike Ward. I want you to go in there with an Xbox shirt on. Go in there with an Xbox shirt on and an Xbox hat.
No, Flip. What I was
going to get an Xbox shirt on.
No,
and ask for an application.
No. I go by hang on. I go by Sony movie studio.
Hold on. Listen to me. No, I'm not telling you that. Hold on. You go in there, you ask for an application and stuff. They're gonna make application. Yeah. For what? You have on your Xbox shirt and your Xbox hat. And they're like, what you need an application for? I want an application because I'm trying to fill out for the full position in the Xbox Corporation.
Because Microsoft about to buy your bitch ass.
Nah. You get me fucked up, man. I can't do that. That's Culver City, man. That's Culver City. Them motherfuckers racist up there. You gonna get me out of jail?
Hey, Bob,
they calling the law.
Listen. That's like me dressed up as Captain Kirk going to a motherfucker on Star Wars convention talking about father beat me up.
You should go in there dressed.
All right, look, I might do this.
Wear a pony shirt.
I might do this.
From Live Wire's moniker.
Hey, Flip.
No, he do that.
I might do this, Flip. Because on the other, like I say, I drive a different way from Sony Studios, and Insomniac is on the different. Insomniac and them is closer to me. They right down the street.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I might walk in that motherfucker and do some shit like that. I got a better chance of living.
No,
Yeah, that's
No.
exactly
No.
what you go
Know
in there
what?
with a pony shirt
Know
on
what?
and
Know
acting
what?
like
Know what?
Beavis
Live.
from
I got a
Beavis and
better one.
Butthead.
I'm like, hey,
And,
no,
no,
and act
okay.
like who?
Hey,
What? Who? What did
Beavis.
Live just say?
Hey, no, I'm gonna come in.
Act like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead, talking about I am Cornelio. I need pee-pee for my bunhole.
Oh.
You gotta walk in there. You gotta walk in there just like that. You be like, where are all
No,
the
don't do that.
PS5s? I need
Hey,
to
No,
have
don't do
sex.
that. Don't do that. They might. Bo might walk out with a. He might walk out with a 3-piece suit and a job. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't do
you know
that.
what you should do,
Yeah.
100? You should walk over to Sony with that Crash Bandicoot dog and say, hey, remember you used to own this motherfucker?
I don't know who that dude is.
That's what you should do.
I gotta find
Walk
that
over
dude.
there with him.
Be out here. No, because like I say, if I take the freeway, I go home by Insomniac because it's too Sony. That's really Sony headquarters right now. It's in Santa Monica. I don't know how guarded it is.
They don't have no money. They don't have security.
I'm gonna walk in that motherfucker and say, "Hey, man, I want to talk."
I walk in. Matter of fact, you right. They don't go in there. So what you should do, you should walk in there with a PlayStation 5 shirt on, saying SSD.
Y'all motherfuckers trying to get me murdered. That's still Culver City. The motherfuckers, I got a better chance of getting away at that spot because that's borderline LA Culver City. No, man, y'all try to get me killed, man. I ain't finna die on no pony. Shit. I love my life, man. I do dumb shit, but I ain't doing that dumb shit.
Go in there. I'm just saying, go in there. I'm saying, and every time you walk, matter of fact, have a picture of Jim Ryan on your shirt. Every time you walk past an employee of Sony and shit, say, all you have to do, all you have to do is say the shirt, Jim Ryan shirt, going to say, I suck SSD. That's all you got to do.
Hey, Flip, they going to look to the side, most wanted. No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, better yet, you know what you could do? You go walk in there with Jim Ryan on your shirt, a picture of Jim Ryan whole body walking with a cold popsicle in his back pocket. That's all you had to do, yo. Shit.
I thought about doing that shit, but I had to think about the repercussion. No, I was gonna say,
he wrote a song talking about my little Sony. My little Sony, my little Sony. I like to walk around with cold popsicle. My little Sony, my little Sony. Only if I didn't know how to suck dick. I can see that shit right now, yo. Man. I mean, fuck Sony, man. I tell you, Bone. Hey, listen. Bone, look at it this way. Make Sony great again. Walking in with a trick, they make Sony great again.
Y'all gonna bail me out of jail? Shit.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got you. We're not gonna let you go away.
I'll give you. I'll send you some toilet tissue and commissary.
Oh, that's messed up.
I can't get no chili limes. You can't send me no chili limes.
I'll see if I can get you some chips.
At least Alcatraz is closed, so they won't send your ass out there.
I'd rather be in Alcatraz. At least that motherfucker cold. Them y'all ain't never been to LA County, and then you don't want to go. Them motherfuckers.
No, you don't want to go over there.
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold, bro. Alcatraz is cold as shit over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you don't want to go there, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather be in the cold. I like the cold.
Let me tell you this. I hope you don't believe in ghosts and spirits. I'm gonna tell you that.
Because they got sharks in that water for real.
Yeah, they 100%. 100%.
Man, when I drove over the Golden Gate Bridge for the first time, I was like,
whoa. You said nigga jumping in that water is looking to be lunch.
Absolutely.
They said you're gonna
dinner
die
and breakfast.
They said you're gonna die with a cold.
Well, yeah, well, it depends. Yeah, because
the thing is, takes time though.
No. Well, yes, it does, but like most of the time, if you're gonna try to escape, you're gonna try to escape at night. That's when it's coldest in the water.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. So yeah, it makes sense.
You gonna die? Yeah, you likely die of hypothermia before you even get to a fucking. Unless somebody's like prepared with a fucking blanket for your ass, one of them thermal blankets to put you in the car. Like shit. Yeah, you can't just jump out there and be like, I'm gonna just swim the safety. Nah, nigga, you gonna pass out on the street. That's what the fuck gonna happen. That's if you make it to land.
You can't
If you
even
make it to land unscathed, you'll pass out on the street.
You make it to land, you're a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
hey,
Mark
that's
spits out
one
there.
Hey, no, that's one of no that's Alcatraz. That's one of motherfucking what you call it peoples and shit. That's one of the Marvel niggas peoples from under the sea.
Oh shit.
Oh, Namor.
Them Namor niggas and shit. Nigga, them motherfuckers.
They're gonna be singing about. They're gonna be singing about you, the Batman, Majera. It's cold as fuck in this ocean, huh?
Or you have to be on a damn U.S. Olympic relay team to make it out of that shit.
You ain't making out that shit. That shit cold.
Yeah, but those some bad swimming ass motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, that's
the
thing. And you're talking about you're not swimming in the wetsuit.
They swimming in warm. They sitting in warm water.
Man, but those jokers train and everything, dude. Those some strong motherfuckers, dude. I mean, they some strong cats. But no civilian, you know, unless it's a desperate joker. Because people did escape from there, and you know, I guess that's why they closed it down.
They closed it down because it was worth. It was taking too much money to take care of the shit. And then once motherfuckers.
Yo, Baca said you gonna go to Baca said you gonna go to Insomniac.
Yeah. And then
you're gonna go as an intern.
And then guess what they end up making out of Alcatraz? Guess what they
gonna be a 40-year-old.
It's a tourist attraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, gonna be a 40-year-old intern.
But hey, guess what they end up making out of when they killed Alcatraz?
A museum.
Nope. They end up making Pelican Bay.
Oh, another prison?
Yeah. But that's all.
Y'all ass crazy over there. You know what? They need to put Insomniac over there because everybody thinks Insomniac is so great. And I told them,
Insomniac is here. Insomniac is in LA.
I said the only reason Insomniac is great is because they're making Spider-Man, and Spider-Man makes them great. But the other games that those jokers made, except for Sunset Overdrive, I didn't like it, but it's enough of my people that like that. So I guess it's okay. Sunset Overdrive. But the other games they made wouldn't shit. Dude, Resistance 1, 2, and 3 were as mediocre ever got. So don't tell me how great of a developer Insomniac is.
How many games had Insomniac made? How many games had they made?
Resistance 1, 2, and 3, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and the one game that I don't like.
One game with a DLC.
One game with a DLC and Sunset Overdrive.
Miles Morales is the DLC.
And I think they made something else before Resistance.
They made Spyro the Dragon, I think.
Spyro. I don't know. Spyro might be Activision, or if it was them. I don't know.
I don't know, man. But hey, it is.
What else you got in your pocket?
So the host, y'all the host with the most tonight. How y'all like the host with the most tonight? Livewire and Flip the host and Flip Money.
Hell no! I just talk shit. Live, wake your ass up. Don't fall asleep now.
No, nigga, y'all the host with the money. Host with
where the hell Livewire at?
Live been on.
Live said something.
What the fuck he said? Because I don't hear him.
He said something earlier.
And Sleepy Goblin is right. He could say that Sunset Overdrive was the best game that Insomniac made because they made Spider-Man just like damn near like Sunset Overdrive, except for the collision detection in Spider-Man is terrible.
Rocket said when Spider-Man was swinging and he got up against the wall, because you know he a wall crawler, he slipped on that white ketchup. From the 40th floor, he slipped all the way on down on that white ketchup. Oh shit.
But hey, we did a little hour 30, so we don't go too long. Y'all welcome to come in the party with us. I don't care who you are, what you are. I ain't even loaded yet. Usually I do this shit and pass out in an hour and I just leave the party. But I gotta get up and cook tomorrow for Happy Memorial Day to everybody.
Who want to party with you, Bone?
Baku.
Bye, send me an invite.
Hey man, before we get out of here, I agree with Pyro saying that Disney might pull a MLB and say, hey man, y'all got to put Spider-Man on some other games here because this shit ain't working right. We want something different. We feel y'all could do better. I always thought that too. So Disney could go to everybody like MLB went to everybody.
Like Death Mobile said, yo, we saying it now or ahead of time. Happy Memorial Day. If that means anything to y'all. Don't mean shit to me. Fucked up. But yeah, Happy Memorial Day.
Hey, it's a day off for me, so shut the fuck up, G.
Hey. Well,
I gotta work all week this week, G.
So what? There's more money in your pocket.
I know.
There's more money in your pocket.
Don't let Jason Schreier catch you working overtime. Shit.
Man, I don't even.
He gonna say y'all need a break. Jason Schreier think you should only work 10 hours a day. Soft ass nigga.
What up with you, Iron Mike? We're gonna stay in there another 10. I'll do another 10 minutes and shout out to everybody. Man, what y'all want to talk? We can do another 10.
Let's talk about your title, man. Live, what about that title? What you think about the CMA over there? Think they have some power to stop Microsoft from overtaking for the acquisition of Activision?
Livewire is asleep.
Understand, he is asleep. What you think about it, 100?
I don't care about that. That's some stuff that, like you say, the deal is done. It's done. People trying to rush the deal. Think about it. When they even people don't understand. When they bought ZeniMax, that was a privately owned company. That's how the deal went quicker.
Bone, that has nothing to do with that, Bone. It has nothing to do with that, Bone.
Yes, it does.
It's not.
No,
it doesn't. Activision has so much bullshit with them, bro. It does.
Flip. Listen.
If it's not publicly traded, the deal would go faster. But since it's publicly traded on the stock market and it's over a certain threshold of dollars, then it has to go through a bunch of regulatory processes.
Okay, right. If it's over a bunch of dollars, agreed. But that being on the stock market, no, there's many companies that was on the stock market that got sold quick.
Yeah, but that's because they were underneath like a certain. I think the threshold is like I want to say it's around 7 billion, but this one is way over that, so it has to go through a regulatory process. But I
understand that one. I get you on that. That's why I say, yeah, if it's the money, why I understand that. But any other company, come on the stock market, it still goes through fast. It still went through like it was nothing.
Who went through fast, Flip?
You know what I'm saying?
With that money type. Tell me what money type that went through fast.
None of them.
With that certain amount of money, shit.
None of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're paying in cash. They're paying in cash. So tell me,
all nickels, unmarked nickels.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me what other company can that did that type of transaction that was doing it.
How long did it take them for Disney to buy what they bought? How long did it take them to buy what they bought?
What? It took Disney about a year. For Fox, about a year.
No, it wasn't
I don't know that. I don't know too much about that case.
No,
it wasn't about it. It was about what?
Hang on, but guess what? They were difference between Disney buying the Fox products. They were just buying the intellectual property. They wasn't buying the whole company. They was not buying. They was not buying Fox. They were buying the intellectual properties from Fox. That's why.
No.
Yes,
they
did not.
How much was it for though?
Fox TV. They bought some of Fox TV network.
No, they don't.
They bought some of Fox TV. They bought some. Yes, they did, bro. They did too.
Hey, Flip. But how much money was involved?
How much money was it? It was about 70. No, I think about 6. What was it like? 60. was it like 60 billion or something like that? 60, 70 billion? It was around there somewhere. It was around that much. I'm not quite sure. And they did too. They bought some of Fox TV networks and shit. They did too.
No,
that shit. They did. They did too. You can look it up. It will tell you that. Hold on, listen. Because you're not listening. You don't understand how it works. And I'm telling you exactly because you don't know how it works, dog. I'm telling you.
Well, Flip. Let 100 say what he was going to say about this.
He said it was
Activision
71 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, it was 71 billion.
But guess what? They had to find somebody to buy Fox Sports.
No, they didn't. Fox Sports was never on the table. Fox Sports was never on the table. No, it was not. No, it was not.
Yes, they did.
It was not on the table. What are you talking about? You can look it up. It will tell you that. That was not on the table. Fox Sports was never on the table, dog. They still own that shit. They never. It was no. All right, Bone. Okay. Now, when you get off and you get in a party, and I show you this shit, you're gonna be like, "Well, I'm sorry, my G. I thought don't stop it."
Okay. Well, what 100?
What nothing into it.
Hey, but 100. What were you gonna say about this Microsoft stuff and Activision? 100.
Yeah. Thing about it is people trying to rush it. Thing about it, that's a big ass thing. So. Right now, people don't understand it. This shit going through escrow like a house. You're gonna see how many people you got. This big ass company. They looking at people saying they got sexual harass. They looking through all this.
But 100. That's the part I keep getting people on. That's what they're not factoring in. They're not factoring in the real deal and the main reason Activision said, "Hey, you know what? We tired of this shit. We're looking for a buyer." Okay. Everybody is trying to save Sony talking about some fucking Call of Duty. Microsoft have to make these concessions. No, Microsoft is assuming all of the risk. Activision is under litigation by everybody is suing them. Okay, so Microsoft is assuming all of this risk of a company that their stock has dropped and they've lost value of the company. So they're taking on all of this risk, just like Satya Nadella said when CNBC or CNN or somebody asked him on one of those business shows about making concessions. Satya said, we don't have to make any concessions because they're assuming all of the risk. It's not Microsoft's job. It's not the CMA's job. It's not the Justice Department's job, not the Justice Department, the other group. It's not their job to run Microsoft Corporation. That's not their job. And it's not their job to save fucking Sony. But Microsoft is saving a company from going deeper into the hole, which would be a calamity to a lot of, let's say, subcontractors and a lot of people employed by Activision. That's the part that people are leaving out. It's not all about Call of Duty. That's the one that's going to save Sony. Sony, you're fucking dead. Pack your shit and get the fuck out of here.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what they acquired. They didn't acquire none of the sports shit. Thank you. They acquired some of the other division.
Yeah, the FTC, Death Mobile thing.
Yeah.
Fox Entertainment is a sports division.
No, they didn't want the sports division. The sports division was never the shit that was on. There's other channels that Fox had that Disney didn't even acquire. You do know that, right?
They said Disney owns everything, and they do. Disney owns everything.
It was never on the table, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Because when I pull it up and I show you, you would see. They just had it. They just had it.
I ain't trying to argue with you, nigga. I said, all right, nigga, damn. Calm the fuck down.
Nigga, you calm down because you talking shit that you don't know. Stop it.
Nigga, I can say what the fuck I want to say.
I agree with Pyro, too. Talking about. And people are over here talking about the CMA was, Pyro said the CMA was always going to do a phase 2. And they were, because that's Sony land. Those people are, somebody over there is getting under, like Hunter say, under the table money. They're getting some under the table money from somebody at Sony, and all Sony is doing is trying to prolong the inevitable. Because if by sneaky chance, and one of the Microsoft executives said yesterday or a day before yesterday, it's more nations that have approved the deal. It's not just India or whoever was public about it. Yeah, it's okay, but they were always going to do that because those are Sony people. Oh, we weren't going to go through phase 2. Motherfucker, y'all can't stop shit. 98% of the shareholders said, sell it. It's over. This is just going through the motions. The UK, they have a time limit. After that, your time is expired. Get the fuck out of here. And like somebody else said, then Sony is not going to sue because then everything is going to become public again. And that's the last thing.
But hold on. They also, not only that, but it's also because they was also talking about having, other art people still going to keep their job, or are they going to have a whatchamacallit in there?
A union
also. Yeah.
Did you hear how Phil Spencer answered that?
Yeah, I did.
Listen, nobody in the United States cares. Indiana, where I'm at, it's a right to work state, meaning you do not have to be unionized at all, period. Okay, so that doesn't matter. And Microsoft is already above board. Microsoft already pays more than a union wage. Like Phil Spencer said, I never had a union before, never worked with the union before, because they're above board. If a union came in there, all they could do is negotiate for way less than what you were going to get paid anyway, along with benefits. If you're not over here fucking around, you'll keep your job at Microsoft. It's literally one of the top 5 companies in the world to work for. Literally it is. They're not concerned about no union. And no, you heard it here first. Microsoft will never have a union employed under the name Microsoft. It will never happen. 100% never. They say, yeah, we'll talk to you, and that's it.
I'm gonna give you the dirt rocks. They got National Geographic, they got FX in Hulu out of the deal.
Okay. I know.
I'm giving
I know the hell I'm talking about because I know what I'm talking about. I read that shit, dog.
No,
I know
but
what I'm talking about.
Hang on. But which color was part of the deal? But Fox ended up making them all stand on Fox Business, Fox Channel. They just made them all stand alone businesses.
Okay, I understand that Fox did that, but Disney had no incentive on buying Fox TV. This is why I'm telling you this, because what Fox wanted to do was Fox wanted to invest in an all streaming media service. They said that. They said that before this shit came up about Disney buying them. All of a sudden, 3 years later, bam, Disney buying Fox. Like, where the fuck does this come from?
Yeah, and Fox still owned 30% of Hulu.
I won't be surprised. If they still own some of that. Because all Disney really wanted it was that was the Marvel character. That's all they wanted. Trust me, dog. I done read that whole shit. I'm like, what? They were just talking about that shit like 3 years ago, and all of a sudden Disney buying Fox. What? Nah, there's something more to that.
Man, Disney owns so much shit, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, guess who owns most of Disney? Guess who sit on the chairman of the board of Disney? Yeah. You know who own that motherfucker sit on the chairman of the board? George Lucas.
George don't give a fuck what's going
on. George Lucas.
George gave a fuck. George gave a fuck. We'll talk about that shit in the party, G. It's time to get off.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
But man, y'all want to holler at us? We in the Xbox party, honey Kobe. Just hit me. If it's locked, just hit me with a motherfucking invite. I'm in this bitch late night. I gotta get up early in the morning. I go by. I ain't going. I gotta go to the butcher. I can't say the other thing.
Don't say it. Yeah, just say the butcher. Don't say that thing. You are canceled for saying the other word. You canceled.
Yeah, I can't.
You got culture canceled for saying that word.
Yeah. I can't say that motherfucker no more.
Yeah, don't say that no more. It ain't my. You should have never tried to take up for the bull. The bull left you out to dry.
It don't matter. That's my guy. I'll take up for you. I take up for him.
Right.
Hold on, but I
Hey
ain't gonna
man,
hold on. But I ain't gonna leave
100
out the
shout
jar
out
like
to your
that.
chat, man. Your chat was fire today. These
Oh
niggas
man,
is crazy.
I try to
These
get
motherfuckers
it.
is special,
You know?
man.
Yeah, and like I say, go
They were
check out
good.
TK9. Go check out Zinc. And y'all doing a podcast tomorrow?
No, we're not having one
No.
tomorrow.
Okay, but
Sega Man had one.
yeah, say
Unlimited
make
had one
man.
other day, and Exile is every 2 weeks.
Yeah. You got the Exile podcast. You know what I'm saying? I can't go live on that shit on Sunday because half the time I'm asleep. I can wake up and I get drunk early.
That nigga ain't sleep. That nigga over there rolling over, grabbing a can of beer.
I don't drink the can.
Listen to this nigga, man. Listen to that nigga.
I drink bottles.
Damn. They
no
brought
shout
40
out-
back?
No, I don't drink no fucking 40s. I mean, I drive.
Boy, you be boy. No, we too old for that 40
No, I can't do
shit.
that. I can't do no all mark. That's all mark nigga right there. No, my nigga.
You said malt nigga.
That's all mark nigga right there. No, can't do that
Yeah,
This
one.
that's
nigga,
some
man.
tough stuff, boy.
This nigga.
I
This
can't do
nigga.
that one. But shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate everybody that came by.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Got love for you. Like I say, don't be scared. We regular Joes. I ain't a superstar. Flip ain't so ain't no
Yes,
superstar.
you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. I ain't a superstar. I'm just an asshole.
Livewire probably being
He sleep.
At
He
no,
sleep after he
Livewire.
wake up.
The
Livewire
most
After he wake up.
mathematical motherfucker on YouTube.
Livewire gonna wake up and go play the game again about 2 a.m. Like he
And
did
then go
the
right
other
back
night.
to sleep.
Go
Go right back to sleep.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all want this after dark? Y'all come holler.
Just knock on the door.
Just
knock on the door. Come on, knock on our door.
They don't know nothing about that. Three's company.
I know. I know, right?
Stop that shit
I
early.
about that shit. I know. I thought about that shit.
Hey, flip look like a motherfucking a black Mr. Furby.
Hey, Mr. Furley. I'm gonna tear your ass up in a party. You know that, right? I'm gonna tear your drunk ass.
I told you. And we out.
All right, peace.
All right. I think bring your ass in a party. Damn, the thing roll out before you, Bone.
I'm finna roll out now. Shit. I'm trying to end it. My surface is hot as fuck and it ain't acting right. Like I say, it's hot as fuck. I'm gonna cut it off. In podcast. Oh shoot. What the hell's that?